Okay, today for the overview, we take a look at one key central idea. And that key central idea is that religions are not static over time. I know of no religion that started and for years and years and years remained exactly the same. Religions always change, but not just change, they split to some degree, in a sense that the way practitioners work with the religion changes significantly, to the degree that sometimes the change breaks into a new version of the religion, and sometimes the change is so great it breaks into a new religion altogether. So when we have a change of a religion, we have those two possibilities. The first being some religions grow out of others. For example, if we take the religion of Judaism, which had its core tenets of the belief in one God, that stayed relatively the same for thousands of years. And then when people started worshiping Jesus, that changed the religion so much that it couldn't be Judaism anymore, and Christianity was started. So when something is so fundamentally different, it can't be within that religion again, and a new religion has to start. And we see that happening again a little over 400 years later when Muhammad writes the Quran. It so fundamentally changes Judaism and Christianity that even though there's a part similar, such as the old stories and the God itself, that it has to be a new religion, it has to be Islam. It's not a version of Christianity, it's not a version of Judaism, it's a whole new religion. And we see that with Buddhism. There was the religion Hinduism, and then Siddhartha changed the religion so much it couldn't be just a version of Hinduism, it had to become its own religion, Buddhism. Even though they share a lot of the same beliefs, enough core beliefs are different that they can't be the same religion. Now, sometimes, and when I say sometimes, I mean all the time, given enough time, different people who worship a religion will change the religion, and not the core beliefs, but change it just enough that it's still the same religion, but it's a different sect, a different branch. And there's multiple different branches of Judaism, and everyone recognizes that these branches are still Jewish, but they worship in different ways. Similarly, there's a couple different big branches of Islam. Still the Muslim religion, but different, as we would say, branches or sects. And Christianity also has the different sects too. And of course Hinduism and Buddhism, and Buddhism has quite a few different branches in different ways of worshiping. So today we look at one of the breaks of Christianity. So Christianity is the largest religion in the world, followed closely by Islam. It's in over 100 countries / states / areas in the world, focusing North America, South America, and Europe primarily, with many countries in Africa, and then Australia. So for Christianity, there's 3 large branches. It's a little more complicated, but it can be boiled down into 3 large branches and dozens of sub-branches. So we see that over the 2,000 years of Christianity, that the religion has gone through many of those small breaks to create sects in different versions of itself. And it went through the one big break where out of Christianity and Judaism, Islam was formed. So if we were to simplify it, the 3 main branches of Christianity are Catholic, Protestant, and Orthodox. Now, to be part of the Christian church, the fundamental tenets has to be a belief in one God and that Jesus is a divine Son of God. So those are the two beliefs under the Christian umbrella. Jesus has to be looked at as religiously God-like, and there has to be a God. If those two things change, then it's not under the Christian umbrella. So the Catholic was the first early church, starting after Jesus' time around 0, when it started spreading in the Roman Empire. And to this day, the Catholic branch is one branch overseen by one hierarchy of church officials, ending with, at the top, the Pope. So one unified branch. Soon after the early church, there was one of the divisions, and we get what's called an Orthodox Christianity. Now there's closer to a dozen different Orthodox church, like Greek Orthodox, Russian Orthodox, Orthodoxy in India, okay? And so there's closer to a dozen Orthodox branches of Christianity. And then we have another major split after quite a few years. In the 1400s, we have a big split of the Catholic Church, where many Europeans and European countries decide to break from the Catholic Church and form their own churches, which create a branch called the Protestant branch. And there are dozens of different Protestant branches. Usually they were formed when a country broke away from the Catholic Church. They got their own branch of Christianity. And then sometimes as time goes on, there's different versions of Protestant religion in one or two, within a country. So for the Reformation, the breaking off of the Protestants during the 1400s, we're going to look at the causes, the events, and the effects of what's known as the Protestant Reformation.